store money should be treated like that.
Awaiting active protest reports.
Oi, looking for DedSec, are we?
Too right. Chuffed at how you've been kicking Albion's ass all over the borough. And I got some information that could turn the tide. See, Albion runs this clinic called a realignment centre. Runs some dodgy experiments out of there.
What do you mean?
They mess with people's brains. Had a mate who'd take the piss out of Albion every chance he had. Came out of there a different bloke. Week later, he was dead. Killed himself.
That's dreadful. Makes me wonder what sort of realignment is going on there.
Renewal therapy. Run the place out of the walkie-talkie. If you get word out of what's really going on in there, I know the people here would rise up against Albion.
Well, that's no good, is it? We'll check it out.
Here's a shocking turn. There are no public records for Albion's realignment centre. They're not just going to let you walk into their illegal brainwashing clinic. Hack a CTOS box and let's have a look inside.
So pissed. I went on a bit of a shopping spree. Yes, Larry. What's going on?
I'll try to ask him what she means. Anyway, she starts bringing it up again.
I'm reading a ton of fantasy.
Bloody brilliant.
It's her off. Watch where you're going. I'm not a total pessimist. I like to think if we didn't believe it's unacceptable. Oh,
Better suss this out.
Absolutely, but our best bet is to find some security footage. Expose that Albion have been brainwashing people in here.
If you are wondering, no, these aren't volunteers. Apparently, the program has been administered to a number of promising candidates. Not surprisingly, all are quite vocally anti-Albion. What are the chances?
You are nothing. Albion's doing some sort of mind manipulation here, using so-called aversion therapy to change the way they think.
That kind of mucking around the old noggin can drive a bloke mad, like it did my mate.
Let's find the information we need and then a way to shut down this place.
Listen to this. Patients experience total loss of appetite and intense hallucinations, but conditioning has been successful with reapplication. So, this is an ongoing treatment. Who wants to sign up? Albion have been experimenting with behaviour modification through electroshock, hypnosis and drugs. A little more rigorous than a night out at the local. Keep looking. That's the footage. Ready to go?
Come on, Bagley. We can't let Albion keep messing with people's heads like this.
Right. If you can get me past their firewall, I think we can put an end to renewal therapy in this borough of London. Now, how are you supposed to bypass this security network all the way out there? If only you could fly, like a bird. Oh, or like a drone. Hack a drone, Vicky.
Right.
For posterity. Look at me, I'm smiling like an Egypt. Oh, wow. Definitely coming.
That'll do it. My, they've really gone all out on this one, haven't they? Just get through that firewall and we can put this clinic out of business. Done. You should get out of there before anyone notices.
Beautiful. They'll have to shut down that clinic now. No one will have to go through what my mate did again. We're with you in this fight, DedSec. Albion are gonna get the short end around here from now on. Bugger me, we owe ya.
Fucking hell, we're good.
I'd be well chuffed to spread the word about that. Thanks again.
And just like that, Albion has been eliminated from this borough. Well, maybe not totally, but at least you've shown everyone around here how to wipe up the filth. Well done.
Fuck yes. DedSec just keeps getting stronger. Welcome to the Resistance, mate.
Hell yes! I'm ready to get my hands dirty with you lot.
Brilliant.
Waiting around, I can feel my pubes growing.
I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over.
Monitoring for unusual activity.
Go on, fly, you little buggers!
Pursuit intervention technique.
Can't control, we're tracking the suspect.
We think there's been a misunderstanding.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in...
Go on, fly, you little buggers!
Control. Officer needs an ambulance.
What the hell?
There's our suspect, over.
Go on, fly, you little buggers!
Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Sorry to hear, but no worries. I'm your man.
What is this rubbish? Worthless.
I'm at the town conference site. It's mad. Everything that happened here, everyone that died.
It was a deal with all the security walking around. And place isn't even open to the public. So why are they here?
You're right. So what we after, Bagley?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Under control.
Take this down. The town bombing presents us with an excellent opportunity. Once we've taken full possession of the site, it gives us a good vantage point on the Thames and provides us with a cover of activity to mask some of our own higher risk activities.
What the shit?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Torn up, huh? What is that doing here, Bagley?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
That's cracking.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it.
Who is that?
Crap in your mouth.
Hey, time's over.
There's no escape!
Investigating.
Last known position is there. Check it out.
Sneaky little rat.
You know what to do.
That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from D36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Copy.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? What, think we'd go back here? Don't trust the Kelley dog.
Kelley? Clan Kelley? Why would gangsters blow up a tech conference?
Looks to me like someone was meeting with their dealer, which in this case would be the Kelleys.
But who were they meeting? She didn't seem like one of their crew. You think she could be working with Zero there?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, were you able to determine who was controlling the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Good God. So the bloody police were watching this whole time?
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Excellent. I trust you have some sort of quantum tunnel for me for jump through, Bagley.
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Copy.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That's 0 Day's signature.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? That's it. We're all on need to know.
So, 0 Day was effectively using subcontractors to pull off their bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelley and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
It's hard to believe the police would have been tracking the real bombers and not saying anything about it to the public.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Magic? Wait, no, not quite. Hold on. Let's see. Fuck off, you fascist prick.
Lord have mercy. Looks like Albion's running the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I never would have thought I would have longed for normal conflicts between police and citizens.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Haven't seen you around before.
Bagley. Is that the same spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Any chance you can ID the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm onto it.
Sorry, have we met?
Surrender now!
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Yes.
Going in to check. Moving to new cover. Suspect made off that way. Have a look.
I'll have a look. Going to check their last position. Think I saw something. Have a look.
That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force. But who knows how long? When crime fighting streets like a business. Crime will never go away. And we don't live in life. Don't help Albion and our best interests.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last bent path.
Back away. Nothing here.
I got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
All right.
Katie.
Check him down.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Secret location? That's interesting. We should go and find out what we can.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Auto drive. I still don't trust auto drive cars.
And the safety of those around.
Someone's hacked this. Scan the area.
The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Seems like an appropriate spot for a clandestine group to meet and plan an attack.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Bagley, is there any way in here?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Oh my. There's a fully equipped secret bunker down there. Looks like an off-the-books cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stopping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Whatever they're working on, let them to the tour and bombing somehow.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelley in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelley's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelley again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelley and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelley gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelley. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelley was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Strange bedfellows, Albion and Clan Kelley. But if you think about it, maybe not so strange.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelley and Albion included.
People are literally being kidnapped off the streets. We have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Keep it.
This Albion Clan Kelley business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelley connection.
Damn. If he's here in the country, we have a chance of finding him at least. But at the EPC, lad knows what is happening to him over there.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside. I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact. I don't think Albion are above torturing Angel if they find out he's dead sec.
Summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Nothing official, right? Trying to keep the old footprint off the books.
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What the hell is going on?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Fuck. Hard to believe our government is fine with treating anyone this way, illegal or not. You could disappear without a trace in here and no one would notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kelleys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Fucking hell. Mary Kelley and her gang of thugs have their grubby mitts in everything dodgy that happens in this city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Putting the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Hello there.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Check him down.
Where are you hiding?
Keep your eyes open. We're moving on.
Bloody fool!
Not that spider. Let's do it.
Need some cover! Hiding never works, you know that? My cover's gone! Falling back!
Suspect's injured.
Saw him somewhere around here. Got sight of the suspect.
Turn around within here until you find them.
Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kelleys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking dogs? Of winding up floating in the Thames? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Okay, enough already, Bagley.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Well done, well done.
Terrifying. You can't look at the mirror in the dark without immediately.
I'll say this, I'm keeping it.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just get the out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
They implanted him with something. We need to take a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelley and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
So, they've implanted a microchip in Angel's neck? Health monitor? A tracker, maybe?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on his tail, he might have got away.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers!
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fuck! He might make it.
Fucked up. We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Well, that was unexpected. I have a feeling that microchip wasn't just a simple tracking device.
The chip must have been triggered. I know the situation looks bad, but we need definitive proof of what happened to Angel.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelley and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Ha! I think I'm finally getting the hang of this whole resistance fighter thing.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
Don't let the AI get into your head. He's proud of us, I promise. Well done.
Yeah!
This one's an anarchist, aka they've never worked a day in their life.
It's almost as if anarchists have an ideology that challenges unexamined social constructs. For example, what constitutes a job?
Something dodgy going on. Lock it down. Shit.
No. Find the suspect.
Anywhere right now?
Go, search.
What's going on? Acting up. Shut it down. Fuck me. What?
Come on, mate. I'm not in the mood for this. Don't believe this shit.
Tragic.
Ease off, mate.
Shut it down! Someone has broken in!
Go and see what they got to!
So this is where those Clan Kelley boys brought Angel. Not exactly postcard material, is it?
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
pleasant than it has to be.
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Lost them!
I don't care what it takes. Just find them.
Give a bit of run around, asshole.
This fool is testing my patience.
Nothing here. Continuing search. Just come out. We know you're here.
Man, just listen. What? What's going on, mate? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bloody hell, man. You won't believe what I've seen. Fuck! What? The burning corpses. Human bodies. This place was supposed to be closed. A perfect spot for a zoo, man. Fuck! There's crates of innards here. What the bloody fuck? What the fuck did I take? Just chill. You're paranoid.
Yo, one of them's looking over.
Wait, where are you? Who's looking over?
The old incinerator, man. Oh, this is heavy.
Yo, mate. Hey. You there?
I need some cover!
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's where we're going then.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Oh, brilliant.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. Get over here, will you? Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You all right? That bastard was ready to do you in just now.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
You're that police inspector, Caitlin Lau, aren't you? We got your videos. Not bad at all. Takes guts to go after Mary Kelley on your own.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
Not really. A mate disappeared from the EPC. The trail brought me here. So this is where all the missing people ended up. Nasty business.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kelleys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
Easy does it now. I better call someone to get you to safety. I'll find Angel, then I'll get your files. I bet we could use them.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelley. Almost enough to take her down.
Well, we better work together then. Because I have a feeling we're going to be looking into Mary Kelley after all of this.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. Thanks. For your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelley's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Only none of them will... Mary Kelley has a lot to answer for. Fucking hell. Bagley run some facial reconstruction. These poor bastards are beyond disfigured.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... Never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelley is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelley and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelley be in Zero Day? Well done. You got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No fucking kidding.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Oh, fuck. I spent my whole life avoiding the feds, and now I'm working with one of them. But desperate times, innit?
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelley's no petty criminal.
Bags, call in everyone. We need to have a look at these files and figure out our plan of attack.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map. I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelley heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelley, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. Untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stavkovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. regards to their families, it's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking, the Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kelley's headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelley to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like
Listen, just calm down. There's no point, no? All right. Okay.
But it's all with good intentions.
What is going on?
Aim to stop this shit show that is them and Albion and Klein Kelley and so on.
Oh, people are just trying my patience.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
vehicle. Initiate lockdown.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
Fucking what?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
Get that shit out of my face! What the? Now what's this? What?
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot.
idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelley family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
You're lucky you don't have one of those chips in you as well. You don't seem the type to live under Kelley's heel.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Boże! Nie!
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dough. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect site profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
That's what that microchip is for. If they step out of line, she sells them for parts. Quite a deterrent.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Remember to be vigilant when going about your daily activities. Report any suspicious activity or individuals.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelley's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What have you got, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Options, options. What to do?
I've marked both on your optic. I've found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map. I'll give you the bad news first. One of your operatives has been kidnapped. Also, there's no good news.
Fucking hell.
Lucky for you, I was able to track down a likely suspect in the few seconds it took you to formulate that angry grunt. She's an avowed enemy of DedSec with a personal grudge against us. Finding her should lead us to our operative.
On it.